This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 2, verse 19. And it reads, "And they shall go into the holes of the rocks and into the caves of the earth for fear of the Lord Yahweh and for the glory of his majesty when he ariseth to shake terribly the earth." All praises, all power, all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakah HaKodash, Yahweh, being the name of the Father who the world even calls God, Yahweh, meaning he exists. Bahashem, meaning in the name. Yahushai, who the world even calls Jesus Christ. Yahushai, meaning he is salvation. Bahashem, in the name. Rakaha Kodash, Spirit Holy. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who teach one rule, who taught me this truth. Peace, salutation to the Akyam, the fellow laborers, the hopeful elect, pushing this truth of risk and no lines toward the four corners of the earth. To the Akwatim, listen and learn in sincerity and the truth in silence. Shalom. Akyam, meaning brothers. Akwatim, meaning sisters. Shalom, meaning peace be unto you. It's your brother Shema from the GMS Toronto camp here in Toronto, here with another lesson. Right? We'll get right into it. Right? These elites in their bunkers. Right? These bunkers can't hide. These bunkers will not be able to hide these elites, Esau's nobles, Esau's upper crust. These bunkers will not be able to hide them from Yahweh Bashim Shai. It says here, this came out on ynetnews.com, right? Tel Aviv news platform. And it came out today, August 7th, 2024. The hopeful year of Jacob's trouble coming to pass. It says here, amid Iranian threats, will Israel's VIP bunker be activated for the first time? It remains unclear if secure Jerusalem complex will be used by PM, that's Netanyahu, in war with Iran and Lebanon. Despite preparations, sources speculate Netanyahu, Salakia, to manage war from Tel Aviv. Following the assassination of Hamas leader Ismail Haniyeh in Tehran and the expected Iranian response, questions have emerged about whether Israel will activate its underground bunker in the Jerusalem hills if simultaneous war breaks out with Iran and Lebanon. Right? They're preparing themselves. Right? They are preparing themselves. Okay, because they have their bunkers already, man. Right? And the scriptures tell us the war of Armageddon, Armageddon, right? They will be hiding. Their nobles, their elites will be hiding in their bunkers. Goes on to read here. Preparations have been made to operationalize the National Emergency Management Center, NEMC, a complex of underground bunkers in Jerusalem intended for state leaders during a combined attack by Iran and Hezbollah. However, sources suggest Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is more likely to manage any upcoming conflict from the Defense Ministry headquarters in Tel Aviv, as he did on October 7th, rather than from the NEMC. Right, NEMC. Let's look at this up. NEMC. See if we can find any images on this thing. Right. They have their bunkers already. These elites. All right, we're reading that. We are reading that. Let's see if we can see any images. What's the name of it again? National Emergency Management Complex Center. Slovakia. Mm-mm. Jerusalem. Right, these Slovakia, bear with me. We'll get some scriptures. Let's see what this says. This is from August 4th, 2024, 3 days ago. Shin Bet set to prepare bunker for Netanyahu senior leadership amid Iranian threat. Known as the National Management Center, Jerusalem bunker can reportedly withstand hits from a range of existing weaponry, keep communications open to IDF headquarters. An underground bunker in Jerusalem where senior leaders can remain for an extended period during a war has been prepared by the Shin Bet security service and is fully operational. The Walla news site reported on Sunday amid fears of attacks on Israel from Hezbollah and Iran. The bunker, reportedly built almost 20 years ago, can sustain hits from a range of existing weaponry, has command and control capabilities, and is connected to the Defense Ministry headquarters in Tel Aviv, the report said. The bunker, which is also known as the National Management Center, has not been used in the past 10 months of Israel's war in Gaza. It is, however, being prepared, Slovakia. It is, however, been prepared for use now by Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and other senior figures as Israel braces for possible attacks from Iran and Hezbollah. All right, I guess they won't show anything, right? But regardless, right here, the National Management Center was built in the Jerusalem hills at the cost of billions of shekels following the end of the Second Lebanon War in 2006. Its precise location and depth are unknown, according to a Ynet report. It can hold hundreds of people and is intended for the government as well as other essential civil bodies. All right, that's all we need to read on that. Let's get some scriptures, all right? Because these bunkers, these elites have these bunkers, right? Isaiah 2, verse 19, it reads, "And they shall go into the holes of the rocks," right? These underground bunkers, these elites, they're nobles. It's gonna be chosen, selective people. Their cabinet, the Congress, their government, their doctors, their scientists, their nuclear codes, their communication with their defenses, right? Their immediate family, right? And servants, right? Those that get the call, man. It's not for everybody. It's for the purpose of continuing government, continuing government after destruction, right? But they're in a trick bag and into the caves of the earth for the fear of the Lord Yahweh, right? And this beef between Iran and Israel, right? It's only the start, right? World War III will be the culmination of what's brewing now, right? Because the MOTB, the Revelation 13 verse 16 on down, will be mandated worldwide before World War III, before these devils run into their bunkers and press nuclear codes from thousands of feet beneath the surface of the earth. And for the glory of his majesty, when he ariseth to shake terribly the earth, right? And how's the Lord going to shake? Uh, how's the earth going to shake? Scriptures say the earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard. Right? Also, there's a scripture in Haggai. I believe it's 1:6. Slakia, Haggai 2. Haggai 2:6. For thus saith the Lord Yahweh. Let me read this in the NLT. Haggai 2:6, NLT. For this is what the Lord of heaven's army says, right? Yahweh. In just a little while, I will again shake the heavens and the earth, the oceans, and the dry land. And how's the Lord going to do that? The missiles, man. Right? Haggai 2:6 KJV. And it reads, for thus saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, yet once it is a little while, and I will shake the heavens and the earth and the sea and the dry land. Right? The missiles are going to cause this whole earth to shake from the impact of the warheads back in Isaiah 2. Isaiah 2:20. In that day a man shall cast his idols of silver and his idols of gold, which they made each one for himself to worship, to the moles and to the bats, right? All your idols, these heathen idols, are going to be worthless in that day. Money is going to be worthless in that day. Gold, silver is going to be worthless in that day. Their rosemary beads, their crucifix is going to be worthless in that day. Verse 21, to go into the clefts of the rocks and into the tops of the ragged rocks for fear of the Lord Yahweh and for the glory of his majesty, right? Yahweh, what Yahweh Shai? When he arises to shake terribly the earth, right? These elites know this time is coming. Right, let's close. I didn't want to go too long. I just want to bring up those two precepts. But these elites, they have their bunkers ready, man. Right? Any bunker in America, the Great Babylon the Great, will be a tomb. Right? And these bunkers elsewhere in the world, South Africa, Netherlands, all across Europe, Antarctica, the land of Israel. Right? That's just gonna be. That's just how the Lord is going to preserve these nobles, these elites, because they are the first crops of slaves. Revelation 6:15, it reads, and the kings of the earth, right? The leaders, the governing bodies of this earth, these ruling class elites, the banking families, and the great men, right? Those that get the call, the hierarchy of the government, and the rich men, right? Those that are trillions, those that are $1 trillion worth of wealth, old money, and the chief captains, their military, and the mighty men, their military, and every bondman and every free man hid themselves in the dens and in the rocks of the mountains, the bunkers, and said to the mountains and rocks, fall on us, right? Hiding deep down, 50, 30, 60, 70, 80 stories down beneath the surface of the earth. Fall on us and hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne and from the wrath of the Lamb, right? They're going to try and hide from Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. They're trying to hide from Yahweh Shai and the angels. Verse 17, for the great day of his wrath is come, and who shall be able to stand, right? And unless you're of the elect, right? Because the great deliverance is in America, the great Babylon the Great, via the chariots, right? But all that are on the soils of America, the peons, the two-time losers, 2/3 of our people, the regular folk, the commoners, they're going to be melted. Thermonuclear intercontinental ballistic missiles, the fire, right? And those that are elsewhere, in the world, Amos 9:2. Though they climb up into the mountains of Carmel, thus, let me get it. Right. But these elites have their bunkers already, man. Amos 9:2. Though they dig into hell, then shall my hand take them, right? Though they go into the ground, hell being the ground, right? These underground bunkers. Though they climb up to heaven, right? Up into the upper atmosphere, their space stations. Thence will I bring them down. They can't hide there either. And though they hide themselves in the top of Carmel, right? They got mountain bunkers. I will search and take them out thence. And though they be hid from my sight in the bottom of the sea, right? They're underneath the oceans. They have all kinds of hiding places all over the earth. Thence will I command the serpent, and he shall bite them. Right. So nowhere that these elites should go, because the elites believe they're gonna continue civilization after the destruction. Because they know destruction's coming. They know these scriptures. They're nobles. They've read these things. These nobles are coming back from thousands. They're coming from thousands upon thousands upon thousands of years of bloodlines, and they've handed down and handed down and handed down relics. So they know, and they are their forefathers coming back. But there's no escape. No bunker is going to save them or hide them. Salakia, no bunker is going to hide them. It's only preserving them for what? Hardcore slavery. Shackles, chains, yokes of iron, beginning with their nobles. So with that, call Allah Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai Ba'ashem Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of great millstone to teach you and rule well. Shalom to the hopeful elect.